Heyo, how's it going, everybody? Hopefully anyone out there who's watching this right now or at some point in the future is having themselves a fantastic day today. Welcome, welcome. My name is Relikai. I'm going to be playing myself a video game on the internet, and tonight that video game is going to be Fate Grand Order. So we are continuing on with FGO, and like I mentioned last time, for anyone who is not aware, I am now multi-streaming, both here on YouTube and also here on Twitch. Depending on where you're at, the here is doing a lot of heavy lifting. So yeah, and last time around, I didn't have a multi-chat app that was working out for me, so I was only able to see the Twitch chat last time around, and I had to constantly be checking over onto my phone to keep up with the YouTube chat. But how's it going, Drew? I am seeing you over there on YouTube, so that is definitely at least working out. So if anyone happens to come over from Twitch, hopefully I'll be able to see if their messages are going to be showing up as well. I am, yes. Good, got myself Final Fantasy 15 yesterday. That game got me into this series. Oh my goodness. This man, this baby over here, I got into Final Fantasy at 15. God dang. Hey, everyone starts somewhere, man. Like, if I gave everyone shit for all getting into Persona at Persona 5, I would be giving lots more people shit than I am. Though I do still give folks shit for getting into Persona at the 5th one, but I mean, you know, it's lighthearted. It's some gentle ribbing. That's all it is. Yeah, you know, speaking of Drew, if you are able to go over to Twitch and just like put a message into the chat just so I can confirm that this multi-chat that I've got going is actually working for both Twitch and okay, yep, there it is. Oh shit, I've still got my I've still got all of my alerts and shit still over there as well. Okay, yeah. All right, I am seeing your messages over on Twitch as well. Wait, were you not following before? Huh. How about that? Maybe, goddamn, did I get off of streaming to Twitch like that far back? It has been probably like a couple multiple of years, hasn't it? Had to do it because it was follow only. Ah, okay. Well, cool. All right, yeah. So I am able to see both YouTube and Twitch now. So good stuff. We made it happen. Hooray! Achievement unlocked. And also, I was able to get both streams to go live. No hassle at all. I just, instead of being able to set up the stream from within OBS, because the way the multi-stream thing that I've got works is that you have to have Twitch set as your default stream, and then set YouTube up as the one that piggybacks off of the Twitch stream. That's just the nature of how it works. So I have to use OBS now as if I'm a main Twitch streamer again, which is taking some getting used to again. But that means that also, if to set up the YouTube stream, I have to go to the actual YouTube website and manually set up the stream from over there. But once I got it set up, then yeah, I just hit the button for the Twitch stream, hit the button for the YouTube stream, and bam, everything's all good. And yes, we've got the dual chats going as well. So yay, everything worked today. Hallelujah and peanut butter. And I did confirm that it seems like the YouTube stream is still going at 1440p, and the Twitch stream is going at 1080. So yeah, everything seems to be working tonight. So I am happy about this. Good stuff. First met you on here, so that might be why. Didn't we meet in Yola's like chat though? I thought. Hello, old YouTube man. Hello, Lee. Hope you're doing all right tonight. Appreciate you stopping in. Yes, and Patat, how you doing? Again, I'll probably just mention this for every new person that hops in, just so that they can, you know and be aware that if they want to, if they prefer to watch on Twitch, then they can go over there and check out the stream as well. I've been watching a few more streamers on Twitch recently, and so that's part of the reason why I wanted to start multi-streaming, on top of the fact that even with the microscopic numbers that I was doing on Twitch, I did apparently make about like $45. So I'm like, hey, that's more than I thought I would have got. I mean, it was more than zero. So that was more than I expected to have earned. So I was like, you know what? If I stream regularly on Twitch again, maybe over the course of like a year, I could maybe make like an extra $100 or something. I don't know. So, you know, it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. So yeah. YouTube takes the stream more than Twitch. Well, again, like the Twitch stream is the main stream, and then YouTube piggybacks off of it. YouTube has better video capabilities than Twitch, so that's why people are allowed to stream at higher resolutions than at Twitch. Even though I think Twitch is starting to allow people to stream at 1440p, but again, that's like the super exclusive club, and it's only for Twitch's favorite children. So yeah, the 99.9% of streamers on Twitch, fuck you. We don't want you here. Essentially. Technically, yes, on Yola's stream, but I didn't know you at the time. Well, I mean, technically speaking, that is where we would have learned of each other's existences. So I would say that counts. $45 is something. Yeah, it's literally less than zero or more than zero. So, thing is that apparently I don't think Twitch will like actually send you the money until you hit like I think $100 like pooled up. But something that is kind of cool that they allow you to do is they allow you to purchase bits with that money. So if you have like, you know, $60, you know, you can't have it deposited into your bank account because they won't pay it out at that low of an amount. But if you want to like, you know, maybe spend it on $60 worth of bits to be able to give to other streamers, then, you know, hey, that's money that you don't have to spend, technically speaking. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, it looks like everything's working now, and you know, give me like another week or so of doing this, and I should be able to get into a good groove with the whole multi-streaming thing, so that it doesn't take as much time for me to get things set up and for the streams to start as well. So yeah, I think we are doing okay. We are doing good. So it acts as pseudo money. Essentially, it's like in-house, you know, it's like chips in a casino. Like, you can't take casino chips somewhere and pay for something with it. You have to give it to to the person at the counter and they give you the money for it. But, you know, within the sphere of the casino, those chips are essentially money. So that's the way I think of it. All right. So yeah. So if anyone here on YouTube has a preference for watching on Twitch, that is now an option. I do have emotes, a bunch of dumb, stupid emotes that once I made affiliate, I was like, well, I guess I gotta have emotes. A bunch of them are my dumb, stupid face, and then a couple of silly ones in there. There's like one of Marin Kitagawa from Dress Up Darling, and then there's one of like Scott Sterling, an animated emote that I've got in there. One is of the Megamind No Bitches meme. That is when I was I made affiliate on Twitch, back when the No Bitches meme first started. So yeah, that was a while ago. But yeah, so there's no emotes on YouTube, obviously. So if anyone wants to use my dumb, stupid emotes over on Twitch, they still appear to be there. I'm actually surprised I didn't get my affiliate status revoked or something for not streaming like for multiple years over there. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I am okay to still technically be a Twitch affiliate, which sounds so much more impressive than it actually is, because the only reason I made affiliate is because I once got raided by someone who had like 200 people in their chat. So yeah, that was all it took. They were like, hey, you had more than 10 people watching you like once, go ahead, become an affiliate. It's like, okay, I'll take it. I was about to say the No Bitches emote. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, everything seems to be doing all right. So let's go ahead and actually get to the game. Let's see here. So we'll go ahead and kill the BGM here, and then oh, hold on a second. All right, there we go. Okay, and then let's get the FGO audio started up here. All right, and then we will come over here. All right, now that you're back on Twitch, you might get a raid again. I mean, potentially. It could happen, yeah, because I have zero monetization on YouTube, and yeah, raiding isn't really a thing on YouTube. I mean, obviously it is. You can raid on YouTube, but nobody really does, and if they do, they only raid into their friends. You know, on Twitch, people will actually just kind of like usually look at other people who are playing the same game as them, or they might also just be like, you know, if they're one of those like benevolent big streamer savior types, you know, they might like look for a streamer who's got like a small amount of viewers and be like, let's go in here and raid this person, why don't we? I mean, I say that as if it's sort of like a derogatory thing, but I mean, it's cool. It's cool for people to be willing to do that. It is, but it's complicated on YouTube. Yeah, and then people can like opt in and out of being raided. I'm assuming you can probably do that on Twitch too, but nobody does. Again, like just the streamer cultures on the two platforms are super different. So yeah, it could potentially happen. I honestly don't foresee it happening, again, because like my presence on Twitch has been literally non-existent for multiple years now. So so whatever like algorithm I could potentially be considered to be a part of in Twitch, then it'll probably take some time to like get back up there. But all right, yeah, so we are continuing on with Lost Belt 6. And yeah, we are getting, I believe, pretty close to the end here. I think it's this section 27 and then section 28. I feel like that's the number in my head where I thought that I heard that was going to be the last one for this Lost Belt. So we are tantalizingly close. So yeah, it's literally a fish out of water with how raids work on YouTube. Yeah. Again, people only raid into their friends on YouTube, so yeah, it's such a non-presence there. All right, time of creation. Yes. Oh yeah, Merlin showed up. Okay. Well, now that Merlin's here, we're gonna have this whole section, which is only has 2 parts to it, is probably gonna be a huge yap session from Merlin. I don't even remember what voice that I gave him. I think it was some sort of like theater gay British voice. We'll see what happens here. Look at this guy. Yeah, this fucking guy over here. All right. Now then, I believe greetings are in order. Good day, Chaldeans. I am the amazing Merlin the Great. I've actually been free for some time now, ever since Morgan was killed and her garden disappeared. Sorry for getting here so late. I needed some extra time to get everything ready. Foo-foo! Is that you, Kath Palug? No fair staying behind in Chaldea without me. I'm sorry, Merlin. That was just Senpai's foo impression. Is that a thing in Chaldea now? Who said that could be a thing? Oh, he's about to peace out. He's just like, I was about to say he'd have a British accent. Yeah, I'm very inconsistent with applying correct regional dialects to my voice depending on which servants that I am voicing. There's so many British servants that I don't do British voices for, but I just pick and choose which ones that I've decided I want to actually use an accent with. Oops, sorry about that. I'm still a little shaky. I'm not exaggerating when I say this feels like a waking dream for me. You see, I'm not actually there with you. What you're seeing right now is an illusion. That also means I can only hear your voices. I can't see what either you or MASH look like right now, really. So I'm afraid our joyful reunion will have to wait a little longer. But don't worry, I'll get to see your grown-up faces in just a few hours. I'll be waiting for you at the entrance to Avalon, making sure I look nice and respectable. Merlin? You're Merlin? I can do an Aussie accent. I can as well. That's probably the one that I'm most comfortable doing. I actually used to do an Australian accent when I worked at a movie theater, and lots of people wanted to just stand there for a little bit and just have me talk at them. It was quite amusing. That's me. Is that the child of prophecy speaking? Sorry to surprise you like this. I know we have a lot to catch up on, but I'm afraid our private conversations will have to wait until things are somewhat less intense. Let's see. I believe Mr. Gordolf is Chaldea's current commander, yes? Is he there now too? Gordy. It's been so long since I've voiced Gordy that I can't, I have to constantly be finding his voice again. Yes, I am. This is Gordolf Music speaking. So you're Merlin, are you? I won't bother asking why you're just showing up now. You're right that we have more pressing matters than you barging in. What I want to know is what you meant when you said there's still hope. Nice, you pack a lot of bluster into that voice. It seems you're pretty much the exact opposite of the prior acting commander. But I digress. When I said there's still hope, I meant there's still a way to stop this collapse. Let me cut to the chase. I'd like you to send the Fairy of Paradise back here right away. I just realized, I think the voice that I'm trying to do for Merlin is fucking like, Alfred from VeggieTales. Y'all remember VeggieTales? You remember the one guy with the monocle? Like, obviously he plays a bunch of characters. I don't remember his... I'm pretty sure he was just Alfred. But he had a voice like this, kind of, and he was like, it's Christmas Eve, and Larry was sitting around waiting for Santa Claus to show up. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing for Merlin. He's gonna be fucking Alfred from VeggieTales. Sounded more embarrassing when you said it like that. No? You never watched VeggieTales? Damn. You didn't. Where was your childhood, Drew? Playing Final Fantasy 15? Let me cut to the chase. I'd like you to send the Fairy of Paradise back here right away. Altria, you've been hearing Avalon calling to you ever since you finished ringing the bells, right? It's time for you to fulfill your duty as the Fairy of Paradise. Once you have, it'll be impossible to erase this singularity and defeat Kronos. Oh, I forgot I'm gonna have to be saying that name a bunch. There's a way to fix this hopeless situation somewhere in paradise? But I'm not qualified to. Qualifications, smallifications, none of that matters. Kronos' curse will weaken once the Fairy of Paradise who rang the bells of pilgrimage returns to paradise. Won't get rid of it entirely, but it'll stop it from getting stronger. The God of Wisdom who pawned this power off on me confirmed as much. He might be from a different mythology, but he knows what he's talking about here. Isn't that right, Ambrosius? My job is to get Altria to paradise by hook or by crook. Crook. As long as she's rung the bells of paradise, it doesn't even matter if she's still alive. Say what? No, Final Fantasy came out when I was in middle school. Oh, dang. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Oh, that's all right. I'm just gonna turn to dust now. I gotcha. Good Grimer voice. I'm trying to hold on to the Irish. I'm not. Irish is one of the hardest ones for me to do. It's honestly a lot more subtle than most people give it credit for. If you lean too hard into it, it ends up coming out as Scottish. Right, of course. I should have known that's how this would go. Grimer! Why would you say something like that? Altria, why aren't you upset with him? No, shut up, man. So, I've actually kind of known about it all along. I could see that's why Grimer was here the whole time, too. Hey, Aurora. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. By the way, if you prefer to view the stream on Twitch, you can now. I'm multi-streaming on Twitch. But if you're fine over there on YouTube, that is perfectly a-okay with me. That's expressly for the worst case scenario, Grimer. We're nowhere near that point now. She's in the best possible condition right now. I can't see it, but I can sense it. I have no doubt that the Fairy of Paradise, the Avalon Le Fay, will fulfill her duty of her own volition. Even if someone convinces her this is ridiculous, and we should all just give up and enjoy the time we have left. Besides, you all have no choice but to come to Avalon. There's a spirit cavern that leads to the planet's inner sea from the corpse of Albion, the border dragon that sank into the dark bog. Now that Britain has begun to collapse, that path should be open again. All you need to do is go spelunking for 1 hour. Speaking of Final Fantasy 15, I plan to get back on. I finish up with my gacha dailies. Oh boy, oh man. Maiden, hope you're doing all right as well. Appreciate you also dropping by. Again, also, you can watch on Twitch if you prefer the chat experience over there as opposed to YouTube.
That said, we're still talking about the largest holy ground in the magecraft world. It won't let just anyone in, but it should open for Relly as a representative of humanity, Mash as a knight of the round table, the fairy of paradise, and I guess there's room for her attendant Muramasa as well. The rest of you will have to wait there until they get back.
Attendant? Muramasa has been demoted to attendant, has he? Well, Gordolf, what would you have us do?
What else can we possibly do? Captain, set a course for the Daukborg at once. That was in the Lake District, right? Do you know the coordinates, technical advisor?
Sure do. That part won't be a problem. But apparently the only ones who can enter this spirit cavern are the 4 Merlins specified. That's not a lot of fighters for a trip as potentially dangerous as this. And that's not even mentioning how much I wanted to see this for myself. But it looks like we don't have any other choice but to send them off and trust things will work out. Are you ready to go, Relly?
Yeah, but are you alright, Altria?
I think I'll be fine. Besides, I just end up fighting with Grimer if I said no. And you know, thinking about it some more, I'm actually kind of excited. This'll basically be my first time visiting home.
Aww. Kimmy, how you doing tonight? Hello, nurse? Hello, nurse. Yeah, I too have the same reactions whenever I see MASH. Also letting you know, if you want to watch the stream on Twitch, you can do so as well. Comically fitting voice for Gordolf. I mean, I was always doing it when he was actually around, but he has been absent from this whole entire Lost Belt that I think you might have just forgotten like what voice that I would usually do for him. Understood. I'll update your strategy to include Merlin's instructions. Relly, Mash, Altria, Senji, Muramasa. You 4 will make your way through this spirit cavern and head for the planet's inner sea, the paradise of Avalon. The storm border will remain on station above the Lake District. Captain Nemo and Da Vinci will focus on piloting the border. If anything should try to attack us, Grimer and I will fend them off.
Wait, please. This is all new and unfamiliar to me, so I doubt I'll be of much help. But Britain is my home. It's only right that I should take part in any battles we may face.
Huh? Absolutely not. If anything, you should be resting right now. You're in no shape to be fighting anymore, right? Your only job is to get the treatment you need and recuperate until you're back to your old self. That's an order from the Child of Prophecy. Got it? If you even think about defying me on this, I'll completely abandon my duty. Is that clear?
Oh, look at her just like grabbing her big swinging dick and just like heaving it all over the place. Sheesh. Either that or I don't really go to your FGO streams. Oh, I see you hate me and want me to die. I get it.
Yes, Child of Prophecy. I'll follow your orders. I have to say, though, I never thought I'd see the day you got seriously mad at me. You've always been one to keep your feelings in check and not make a fuss.
I know what you mean. True, Altria is great at pretending to be a model student.
You think? I thought I've always been pretty open and forthcoming with my feelings personally.
Sure, whatever. Whenever you're just turning off your brain and doing something stupid. The rest of the time you pretend to be a big old nervous Nelly.
What do you mean? I've never done anything stupid. And what's a nervous Nelly anyway, Muramasa? Shut up. Fuck you.
It's almost like they were shipped together in another incarnation. Not like that, man. No, I get it. It's fine. No, don't worry about it. All right. Let's go. Okay. So we're fighting. We're gonna be fighting Lancelot. All right. Good stuff. All right. It's about time.
Like we discussed earlier,
We'll be standing by in the storm border in Lake District airspace. We expect the operation to take about 3 hours. That's all the time the ship, no, Britain has left. We have no way of knowing what will happen in the spirit cavern. So please try to be as careful as you possibly can, Relly. Got it. Entering the spirit cavern inside Albion now. Did you see the new Nikkei variants we're getting soon? The variants? Do you mean for, Absolute? Because they've been out for a while, haven't they? I'm assuming you might mean whatever's coming next, in which case... No, what? No? I saw the Bunny Girl Aid, I think. And that's all I saw. The bunny variants. Okay. No. Well, again, I've only seen Aid. You know what's funny though, speaking of Absolute, it's crazy how much Yunhwa's variant actually got me to give a shit about Yunhwa. Like I actually have attempted to pull her. It's insane. I have actively disliked Yunhwa throughout like my entire time playing Nikkei, but then suddenly, you know, I don't know if it's the same artist as her vanilla variant, but you put her in an outfit that shows off her stomach, open her eyes up a little bit more. Let me take a peek at those Calvin Klein panties that she's got underneath there, and suddenly that's all I require, apparently. Wanna know something? Rogue's getting a bunny variant, but art development? Rogue. I don't think I know Rogue. Wait, character development, art development. Hers is a reverse bunny outfit. Oh yeah? Is that right? Interesting. Well, again, I don't really know Rogue, so I'll have to look that up. I mean, I might as well since I have it here. Nikkei Rogue. Oh, her. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about her. So let me see here. Rogue. Nikkei. Ah, shit. Is where is I don't think I'm seeing any official art for her. Oh no, wait, there she is. It just kind of looks like a regular bunny girl outfit, except that she's got like that little vest thing on her. So yeah, it doesn't really seem like a reverse bunny girl to me. Nah. She sees luck as a skill. I see. We're getting Aid and Milk as bunny variants. Seems Rogue is actually a paid costume. Oh, so I'm not going to get it then. Yeah, after last time, I have shown why we do not fuck with the costume gacha ever again. No, sir. I don't, like, unless they come out with something like Rappy's summer outfit where it was just so good that you couldn't not go for it, then yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and let that one go. Hold on, let me see here. 1 second. Okay. All right. So yeah, $60 is stupid. Yeah, guaranteed $60. Like you are not getting that costume without paying $60. It's dumb. No, sir. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a paid skit. Yeah, no, it's gonna be on the costume gotcha, which again, like, they make you pay a game. They make you pay a video game for these skins. Fuck you. No. Go away. No one likes you. Costume gotcha. Ugh. Anyway.
That felt different from the water mirror that sent me to the past in Norwich. Does this mean we're inside Albion's spirit cavern now? Can we still contact Caldia? No, we can't. We're cut off now, just as Da Vinci predicted. Gathering coordinate data now. 10, 20, 80? Master, you're not going to believe this, but it looks like we're 80 kilometers below ground.
80 Jesus Christ.
Damn, that's even deeper than the pit. A lot deeper. Are we even sure this is underground? It's completely pitch dark and it doesn't even feel like I'm standing on anything.
You're not wrong. This world is in a whole other layer, another dimension, to put it simply. You are just able to bypass all the ground in the way thanks to Albion. But be warned that it goes much deeper. In proper human history, the 80-kilometer mark is where Albion gave up the ghost. But in this lost belt, Albion managed to make a route all the way to Avalon. Unfortunately, the path wasn't wide enough for Albion to get through, so they still died on the surface.
You mean there's a spirit cavern like this in proper human history too? Yeah, it's the sex censorship cavern. Don't you remember? They just posed the costume to tease who it is, but she's the only one that has cards on her, so it's pretty obvious for who it is. Just let me use my gems, damn it. No, give us money. Give us money, Drew. Money, 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 money. Another dimension, new galaxy, intergalactic planetary.
That's right, though over there it's known as the spiritual tomb. In proper human history, the spiritual tomb of Albion ends at the 80-kilometer mark. Beyond that is a world known as the fairy realm, which no human can enter. But since the British Lost Belt is all this world's fairy realm, there are no such restrictions here. So we can keep going down as far as we like. In real-world distance, you're starting at the 400-kilometer mark and going further down to the Beyond D layer 2,700 kilometers away.
Beyond D's nuts, yes! Usually I don't finish the D's nuts, but I mean, like, Beyond D's nuts is actually just kind of too good to not say.
That is where you'll find your destination, the planet's inner sea.
Wait, so we're 80 kilometers below ground now, and the destination's 2,700 kilometers below ground? How the hell can we cover that kind of distance?
Simple. You take a shortcut. When I said I'd take an hour, I wasn't basing that on how fast you'd travel. I meant that's how long it'd take, period. I'll use a series of transit time reduction spells to bring you all to your destination. Anyway, this must be pretty dull for you. How about we turn on the lights?
Slow flashbang. Ooh, it's pretty. Whoa, it's a cave now.
So, what do you think? Doesn't this feel more like a cavern? Now go on, keep moving. The transit time reduction I mentioned is kicking in with every step you take. This place is Earth's memory. Well, more like a space made of pure information, really. The idea is to skip past all the vague, hazy memories and get you straight to your destination.
That should be a huge help, but, is that Merlin?
Third time she's asked.
So finally showing us what you really look like.
Is something wrong? Oh, I see. Struck dumb by my true glory. I get it. Very well then, heap your praise upon me. You can even worship me if you like, Muramasa. It's been a long time since I've shown up after all. I need to leave as strong an impression as possible, given the short time I have.
Let's just keep what he looks like right now to ourselves. Well, I'm not gonna be the one to tell him. This is hilarious. Let's go. Why is he a little fox? No, he's Fu. He's our little boy Fu. But he hates Fu. So the fact that he can't, he doesn't know what he looks like right now is, if you knew, it would be really funny.
Good point. We probably shouldn't pry too deeply into this. More importantly, Senpai, that mural over there.
It's the same one as in Londinium. I think it was called the Abyssal Worm. Would you guys still love me if I was an Abyssal Worm?
Oh, are you seeing the priestess's memories projected there? Perfect. I'll take the hour you'll be traveling to tell you how this all began.
Yeah, I bet it's gonna take an hour for all of the information that you have to yap to us. No? Yeah, that sounds about right.
This is the story of the British Lost Belt's genesis, and of what precisely the Fairy of Paradise's mission entails.
Altria's like, oh, I'm already falling asleep, bro. An odd question to ask there. The whole "would you still love me if I was a worm" question is an odd question in any context that you ask it.
It became an ocean at the end. There was ocean at the beginning. After the shooting star passed, land all ran into rivers. Long, long ago, as far back as time can go.
Oh, God. Oh, he's still going. All right.
6 fairies went outside to find the world had become an ocean.
Like, we already heard all this, man.
This is awful, they thought. How terrible our world has become.
Looking resident sleeper over here. Since I'm on Twitch again, I have to remember all of the Twitch lingo. Do we still say that shit? Do we still say resident sleeper and pog and or like any of that stuff? I remember there was a point in time where I legitimately would say pog, like unironically, just because it was so like, it was just such a stupid little word to just kind of be like, oh my god, man, that's so pog. Like, the fact that it was cringe was kind of the point of it. So I don't know. It was kind of funny. Gotta get going, go to bed, and you're not going to bed. You're playing Final Fantasy 15. Shut up. All right, take it easy, Drew. Appreciate you stopping in. Have fun sleeping.
Then a large shadow rose up from the ocean. It belonged to a giant, fluffy creature. On its shoulder stood one of the animals the fairies believed was gone.
Oh shit, the scatter.
The 6 fairies and the gods soon became friends. It wasn't easy living on the ocean. There was nowhere to go and nothing to do. But the god made things better for the 6 fairies by sheltering them from the waves. The ocean without waves is nice, but we still miss having land. So the 6 fairies offered the god their joy, and they offered the god their wish. Then they offered the god himself.
Say what?
And so the fairy's wish was granted. Then, after rejoicing ended, they tricked the god into drinking poisoned wine, and he died.
Oh, what the fuck? That took a turn. That went full ugly barnacle on us. Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end. Jesus, man.
And so the fairies acquired the god's body. They made the body into land on which they could live. They were grateful, too, to be able to make use of the crying, screaming animal the dead god left behind. She was their only human, but one simply wasn't enough. So being very careful not to kill her, they cut her to pieces. They cast a spell on her to make sure she wouldn't die no matter what they did, and used every last piece of her. Oh my fucking god. Like, I know actual fae and fairies are supposed to actually be, like, huge assholes in, you know, biblically accurate lore, but I mean, Jesus Christ, man, come on. Thus did the Isle of Britain come into being. Thus did the great mistake begin. Oh, there's a lot of things that you could call the great mistake. May the first 6 fairies find salvation. May the first 6 fairies be cursed for all time. And that's why the community hates the fairies. Do they? Hold on a second. Isn't like... Is that, one Ilya face? Is she the priestess? Also, you have context for Summer Sith now. Yes, I know that she was riding on the giant chicken. So wait, really? Okay, so I mean, like, yeah, it's fucked up for the fairies to do that, but I mean, there's got to be like a face. There's got to be like a servant or a character that that priestess ends up being, right? Because if the community really hates the fairies, like, there's got to be a reason. They had to have done something to a character that the community likes. So that's why I was thinking, like, is it that one Ilya face girl? But we met her in like Scandinavia or something. Sith basically looks like the priestess. Oh, does she? Okay. Alrighty then. Alright, cool. I mean, yeah, all the fairies in this Lost Belt have been like assholes. So I'm not here to defend no fairies. That's for damn sure. You know, like Will Smith said, fairy lives don't matter today. in the cinematic experience of the decade. There you have it. You may have heard it before, but that's the story of Britain's creation. Any questions?
That's not how I remember it.
Indeed, the first 6 fairies, the progenitors of the 6 clans, killed Carnanos. The pit you saw on the surface is Carnanos' grave, and the curse spilling out of it, even as we speak, is his rage.
But why would the fairies do such a thing?
He was in their way.
I mean, hey, that's all the reason you need sometimes.
This all happened 14,000 years ago.
From Morgan's backstory before dying, Sith is basically reincarnating constantly. Well, okay. Right, yeah. So that's, okay. I do remember that. Yeah, and then Morgan comes along, and then she, turns her into Balbon Sith. Okay. Alright. So, FGO players hate the fairies, and then Balbon Sith is their little whoopee. Sith dies dismembered by fairies in front of Morgan and thrown on the whole Carnanos. What? Right, yeah. So they threw the girl that is most likely the priestess reincarnated into his hole. Gotcha.
When the 6 fairies came out from paradise and onto the surface, Earth was already covered in a sea of nothingness. The one who ended up helping the 6 stranded fairies was a Celtic beast god who had come up to the surface just like they had. A god who would later come to be known as Carnanos. Carnanos and his priestess, the lone human who had managed to survive just like the fairies had, both did their best to protect the fairies. At first, the fairies were grateful for their help, but the Sea of Nothingness never changed. No matter how much time passed, no land appeared. The fairies blamed Carnanos for that. They thought he just wasn't strong enough. What's more, they didn't particularly like his priestess. She was constantly telling them to sort themselves out and consider the consequences of their actions. The bitch! Eventually, the fairies couldn't take it anymore and decided to deal with Konanos permanently. They figured that since they didn't have any land to stand on, they could find a substitute. And since Konanos was so big, they thought his body could just serve just as fine as a small island.
Probably was the catalyst for him to get out completely. Most likely, yes. By her powers combined.
But of course, Konanos was a god. They couldn't kill him easily, so they came up with a plan and held a festival. They told Konanos they were holding the festival in his honor to worship him, and held a banquet with lots of wine. Konanos was delighted that he was being celebrated for being the fairies' first official god. He probably figured they were trying to change their thoughtless ways. And so, against his priestess's wishes, Konanos attended the banquet and
was poisoned to death when he drank their wine. Some rejoicing that turned out to be.
What happened to the priestess?
the fairies used her as the foundation. No, the base ingredient for the humans that came later. The truth is, every human in the British Lost Belt is an inferior copy of the priestess who was killed during Britain's Genesis.
So Balbon Sith is basically the Lilith of Avalon. Interesting.
At any rate, as A-Ray, the 6 fairies went on to create their own stone and forest children and grow their clans. As time passed, they transferred more and more of Konanos' body into land. But after 100 years, things stopped going quite so well for the fairies. Their children kept dying, turning into fallen trees adrift on the sea.
Get wrecked, nerds.
New generations kept being born, so the number of fairies never decreased. And thanks to the humans who had been copied from the priestess's cells, Britain slowly developed into a civilization. With civilization came new societal roles. The fairies made new types of fairies, and their forests flourished like never before. But they also kept dying for no reason whatsoever. Eventually, the 6 progenitor fairies realized Konanos' rage was the cause. Even though Konanos' soul was gone, his body wasn't completely dead.
Oh, they didn't cut the head off of the snake. You gotta cut it off and bury it, you stupid idiots.
In fact, his heart alone still burned with the fire they used to cremate him. Even in his death, Konanos' body continued to smolder with anger and curses. He could very well have come back to life at any time,
like some sort of angry New Yorker.
The fairies were so shocked by this that they fled Konanos' body. Fortunately, this was right around the time their children's corpses were starting to form new ground, and fairy corpses are essentially made from the same stuff as the planet itself. The fallen trees became earth and stone and quickly filled in the sea, almost as if they were trying to cover up the fairies' sin. That's how this Lost Belt began. That's why this Isle of Britain uses fairy corpses to grow and expand. After several thousand years, the fairy had acquired their very own Britain. But all the while, Konanos' body was still there. A divine grave that would let no ocean-feeling fallen tree near it. An inedible reminder of the fairies' sin. A reminder that rejected their corpses. Indelible. Why did I say inedible? I don't think they wanted to especially dine down on Konanos' body. Eventually, the fallen trees blocked off the ocean's water for good, and Konanos' body was left behind at the bottom of the sea. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. That is the true nature of the pit. It's not actually a pit, it's the remains of a patch of dried up ocean. There literally is a hole at the bottom of the sea. Ah, what the fuck?
An island made by killing a god, the fairy's original sin.
It wasn't just Konanos they killed, but the priestess who served him as well. No, she wasn't just killed, She was desecrated and used as a tool for all these 14,000 years. No wonder Carnunos is so pissed. I doubt even killing every fairy in Britain would be enough to satisfy him. Although, why'd he come to the surface anyway? Isn't it kind of narrow-minded to curse the whole damn world just 'cause you got killed? Especially after you went out of your way to get involved with the fairies.
That's probably because Carnunos was an envoy of paradise sent to reprimand the fairies. That was the whole reason he came here, to punish them. I don't think his heart was in it, though. Like this mural shows, Carnunos was a very kind god by nature, but the fairies might have found him terrifying simply because he existed.
Oh, people finding something terrifying just because they know it exists? Definitely can't think of any modern day parallels that could be overlaid onto. So his whole purpose in coming here was to reprimand the fairies?
That's right. That's the point where this lost belt diverged from proper human history, and its greatest mistake. You see, 14,000 years ago was the greatest turning point for all of humanity. I have a distinct feeling that this yap session is going to go on for like another fucking 20 minutes unless I really start getting us through it. So I'm gonna start speed tracking this, all right? Let's see. Maybe you heard something about the planetary envoy that almost destroyed Earth's past ancient civilization back in Olympus. Oh. Okay, we're still going. Yes, we did. It was a white civilization destroying giant named Seifer, who fell from a shooting star. Seifer wiped out countless pantheons, almost destroyed every civilization on Earth. In the end, it was humans who managed to defeat it, not gods. I heard they did so using divine constructs, weapons made in the planet's inner sea meant to combat planetary threats. I also heard that the sacred sword Excalibur was the greatest such weapon, and that it was created in Britain.
That's right.
I just realized that nobody here has ever mentioned it. The very idea of a sacred sword just doesn't exist in this version of Britain, so that must mean Excalibur was never made. Well, we have Arendite and Galantine here, right? Seifer, aka Altera. Oh, really? Altera is Huh. I mean, you know, destroying civilization? Yeah, that makes sense. That's right, I'm sure I don't have to tell you what happened as a result. In this what-if world, humanity never had the means to defeat Seifer. That's why they were wiped out. Seifer destroyed all the planet's landmasses, took them for itself, leaving only a sea of nothingness with a few aquatic life forms. So why was the sacred sword never made? The reason for that, that is both exceedingly simple and unsurprising. Its creator slacked off. The A-Ray, that is, the 6 fairies who were supposed to forge it in the planet's inner sea, decided it would be okay to take a day off just this once and went off to have fun. It was only once they noticed something had gone wrong in the world and went up to the surface that they realized the consequences of their choices. But they figured there was no changing the past and refused to accept that the world's destruction was their fault. So Carnunos, the one god who had taken shelter in paradise to keep his priestess safe, was sent to reprimand them and make them atone for their sins. But then the fairies killed Carnunos and his priestess, the last surviving human, and at that point they can no longer return to the planet's inner sea. Only those free of sin may pass, meaning only fairies without sin can go to paradise. It's the same for all of Britain's fairies, as they're all descended from those original 6. None of them can enter the planet's inner sea, and so they continue to suffer on that island of sin to atone. So a single lapse in judgment ended the world. What a bunch of losers. Fairies were lazy, then killed to solve their issues. You know what? Earned. Absolutely worth. That's right, it all started with the sacred sword never being made. Eventually, fairies chosen from the planet's inner sea were sent to the surface to correct this mistake. The first one was Vivian, the second one was you, Caster. Your mission is to have the 6 clans admit to their mistake and inherit the mystic needed to create the sacred sword. Bells of pilgrimage indicate that the clan heads have accepted their sins, and the fairy who rings all of them becomes the sacred sword itself. But as Morgan, Vivian refused to do that. After all, once the sacred sword was made, the very premise on which this lost belt is built would cease to be. I'm sure you learned about this yourself when you rang the bell in Orkney, Caster. And in spite of that, you continued on your path, defeated Morgan, and now you're here with Relly. You must have had to face down so many doubts to come this far. In fact, you may never be entirely free of them. But even so, you're still here, which is why I believe you have what it takes to see this through to the end. Anyway, I know that was a lot of talking, but we're almost at our destination now. The convictions of the last dragon are waiting up ahead to see if you all are qualified to proceed. Only those free of sin may pass. That sin doesn't refer to the original sin you're born with, or the sins you've committed in your life thus far. It refers to what you're about to do, and what your hearts are resolved to now. It's your reason for living, your principle for existence and prosperity. The way to the land of hope will only open for those who demonstrate true strength in these regards. God damn, man. Even the last little bit, they gotta like drag it out. You thought this was a lot of talking? Oh no. Now what's about to happen? Oh, don't say that to me. It's gone. Everything on the surface is gone. Is this... I feel like this is probably Balbon Sith.
The sky, the sea, life, everything I've ever seen. My records will never again grow in number.
Actually, I don't know who this is. I will never know again new joys. You who would choose the sacred sword's wielder. You who would chant the king's name. If you seek a new world, then leave all traces of the old behind. My name is... I am the last dragon. The one who chose to continue flying above the ground instead of returning to the inner sea. Or is this Lancelot? If you can overcome these tears, I will offer my heart to the Forger of Stars. No, it's not. Okay. This is Albion, I'm assuming? Okay. Alright, so formation restriction, we've got Castoria, so we're gonna go ahead and yeah, we're gonna use Benny. Cause again, like, for whatever reason, Benny just hits so fucking hard. So we've got Castoria. I'm gonna grab Avalon, and then I'm gonna grab Benny. And then let's see, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and that's all we get. All right, let's go. Technically Albion, yeah, gotcha. Damn it, BlueStacks. Just can't win with you, can I? I just can't win. I swear, when I do switch over to Linux, I believe that Linux distros have in their software stores that ways to be able to play Android apps, I believe. Hey, what's going on, Vic? How you doing over there on Twitch? Yes, I can. I did manage to get myself a it is Melazine. Okay. BlueStacks being crappy as usual. Yeah. BlueStacks has to do it once every stream at least. That is true. But yeah, so I'm able to see you over there on Twitch, Vic. So hopefully everything is good for you. I think I think some way that you might be able to get Twitch to maybe work better for you on Brave could potentially be to disable the shields for Twitch. I mean, it doesn't really matter considering the fact that, you know, ad blockers don't work on Twitch, so there's kind of no point in having them up anyway. So that could potentially help things out, but I think you are right that Twitch just doesn't really work that well with Chromium browsers. Apparently it's even worse on Opera, but apparently it's not as bad on just regular Chrome. So yeah, it could potentially be something. It's the red costume for Melazine. Yes. Did you get YouTube with Twitch? Well, I got the multi-chat app that actually works. So yes, I can see both Twitch and YouTube chats. Yeah, I suppose it could help, but I'm on Firefox at the moment viewing it. All right, if it's working for you, then that's all that matters. All right, let's see here. All right, so we're gonna do this whole thing here. Actually, let's do this first. And then this. There we go. And then what do her skills do again? Apply evade, increase crit strength, decrease defense, and apply MP seal, restore HP for all enemies. I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna hold onto the NP seal. Increase attack, increase buff removal resist, increase MP gauge, restore HP for all ally. Okay. Let's just do this one first then. And then we'll do this. And then I'll hold off on Altria's arts boost. All right. Yeah, let's do a Benny Brave chain, why don't we? Isn't just on Brave acting unusual? Yeah, it is apparently just all Chromium browsers. You can see my comment from Twitch while on YouTube at the moment. Well, no, I have a multi-chat thing so that both my YouTube chat and Twitch chat are just both in the same chat thingy. So yeah, everything is working on my end here, which I am a-okay with. All right, Benny, make this work for me, baby girl. Holy shit! 161, goddamn girl. You don't have to be that crazy about it. But I appreciate. Is her defense going up whenever I attack her? Oh, you bitch. I remember this fight I zoned out and picked a AoE saber for this. Oh, that that would probably suck. All right, let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll do this. All right. And then do a little bit of that, and then a little bit of that, and then a little bit of that.
遠い楽園開かれた希望香るひとひらを送りましょう兆しを抱いて歩みなさいウィンズ・オブ・アバロンごめん
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, she knows. She knows. She's like, I gotta get rid of that small one down at the end there. Okay, let me go ahead and do that there for our girl, and then we'll go ahead and do. Should we do another Brave Chain? You know what? I think we should. I think we should. Overcharge, come on. Yay! God damn, she hit even harder that time. I really need to, and I don't have her built at all. Benny Enma is just so fucking insane, I swear. Yeah, that was the right call. That was the right call there. Let's go, let's go. Okay. All right. You know what? Just like chill for a second, why don't you? Let's go. Another Brave Chain. Come on. Come on. Benny! Oh, she's not gonna hit as hard this time around, but that's fine. That's fine. We still love her. Yay! Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, let's go. Let's go, Benny and Ma. Come on. Give it up for baby girl. Jeez. Again, I don't even have her built at all. I really gotta invest in her more, man. Sheesh. Do I have her MP2? I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm pretty sure she's just MP1. I can hear the bells tolling. Since it apparently is taking the form of Melazine here, I'm gonna go ahead and just use Melazine's voice. My heart may have stopped, but yours yet beats strong. Welcome home, Avalon LaFay. May the sound of hope echo into the future. Oh, just in time for her to disappear. Cool beans. Is that light from outside?
That's right. That's the entrance to the planet's inner sea. This is the land of the young, Ter-na-nog, the eternal spring. This is the place many life forms have dreamed of finding. Welcome to an Avalon whose time has come. This is where the journey of the planet's birth ends.
Need to invest on these single target units? Yes. Also, banger incoming. Really? Is it gonna get me copyright claimed? Swear to God, man. Don't you do me like this. Ooh. Oh, well, you look at that. This place looks familiar. Yeah, where have I seen this before? Oh, the BGM. The Land of Hope. I do like this BGM. Yeah, that's good civilization right there. Ooh, what is this? Oh, look at them. Look at them about to go off and have a fruitful educational career. All right. The moment a planet is born. Okay, so is this the final section? Because for some reason in my head, I have thought that 28 is like the last section of the Lost Belt, but I don't remember why I even thought that. They don't let you come back here after finishing Lost Belt 6, so you can only hear this now? Wow, that is rude. I don't appreciate any of that. No, sir. Yeah, let's go. I think it's 30. Oh, man. Well, that sounds about right. The moment a planet is born. Well, shit. I guess we've got a lot more to go than I originally thought. I was like, yeah, we've still got a bunch of like loose ends that we need to tie up here. There's no like, how are we gonna do this all in a single section unless they just fill the section with like, you know, 15 parts. So this is Avalon, the planet's inner sea. This is where proper human history's King Arthur is said to have gone after he died. It's the biggest flower garden I've ever seen. Everything's so warm and peaceful. Right? There's no such thing as evil in paradise. It's a separate world that neither influences nor is influenced by the surface, no matter how apocalyptic things may be there. All there is here is hope. Oh, the land of Superman. This place is a workshop that weaves together all possibilities to lead this planet and you guys to a happy ending. Oh, it does sound like it's the land of Superman. That being said, there are still only the remnants of Avalon, a shadow being projected into the British Lost Belt. The tower imprisoning me isn't here. There isn't much mana in the air, and there's no lake where fairies gather. The only thing here is the site of selection, the forge where the 6 fairies were supposed to create the sacred sword. Muramos is like, those bastards.
The site of selection? Is that anything like the stone that contained the sword of selection in the legend of King Arthur? The one that Arthur found when he was still a squire being raised as Sir Ector's adopted child? The one he pulled the Sword of Selection from to demonstrate that he was destined to be king? That's right. It basically signifies the same thing, and my job is to guide you all there.
I won't lie. When I was a kid, I thought that the sword and the stone was just Excalibur. Apparently the Sword of Selection I don't think is really outside of that like whole story, outside of that whole mythos of only the worthy can pull the sword out of the stone. Like, that's its most incredible contribution to the Arthur mythos. Outside of that, like, does it even get used? I feel like it just becomes like a ceremonial trinket after that or something.
There, see that altar up on the top of that hill? That's your destination. It's only a stone's throw away, but you will need to pass through a few checkpoints of sorts to reach it.
So, if there's no evil here, why are there monsters? Unless the monsters aren't evil, they're just monsters, I guess.
Think of them as Avalon's defense mechanism.
Ah, that explains it, I guess.
One final test to make sure everything's in order. Everything the Fairy of Paradise has done to date will appear there as obstacles to be overcome.
As in from the day she was born up until now? Damn.
That's right. You'll be going over a scrapbook of her life, so to speak, and making sure there are no loose ends.
Oh man. Altrea, you better hope that there wasn't some time when you were like 14 years old and you were like discovering yourself that we're gonna end up seeing.
It'll be a little journey in its own right, one that starts with a cold, unforgiving winter and ends with a warm, fun spring. Based on how things have gone before, it's safe to say the first obstacle will be the hardest for many reasons. Really, your job is to remove those obstacles and help the Fairy of Paradise advance. Don't worry, you'll be going from hardship to good times, so it'll only get easier the closer you get. And just so we're all clear, let me repeat, the Fairy of Paradise's duty is to create the sacred sword. By doing so, the British Lost Belt will lose its divergence point, and human history will be stabilized once more. Without its tree of emptiness, the British Lost Belt will simply fade away like all the others.
Sword in the Stone is Caliber, and Arthur uses it until it breaks in a fight some years later, and the Lady of the Lake gives Arthur the sword. Oh. The sword Latoria Lily used for her MP. Oh, really? Well, wait. When you say Caliber, do you mean Caliburn? Or is it actually called Caliber? And then we get Excalibur, EX-Caliber. Oh man, is that where it all comes from? Does EX being like super dope as fuck come from the fact that the little tiny bitch sword is Caliber, and then the sword that she tells you not to worry about is Excalibur? Oh my goodness. Okay, it is Caliburn. Okay, all right then. All right, you dodged some major mocking there, human history.
And most importantly, the sacred sword's creation will lead directly to the protection of human history. Were this Britain to mix with proper human history, the result would be a well that never had the sacred sword. That would close off the route you have to take to defeat the foreign god. Then again, the foreign god can't stop the collapse either, so you'd both be screwed there.
Oh yeah, and we're finally getting her as a servant, right? Like 2 years from now? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, hold on, what's going on over here? Ah, shut up.
Anyway, I think that's everything you need to know. Any questions?
So making the sacred sword is Altria's duty, but wouldn't that mean...
Come on, Relly. Why so glum? It's okay. There's nothing to worry about. I'm still the child of prophecy, remember? This is the moment I've been working toward all this time. I rang all the bells so I could come here. Besides, I've known this was my duty since I rang the 4th bell in Orkney. I'd planned to come here alone once Nakna Riab was coronated, so don't worry about anything else, okay? Besides, Chaldean needs one of those, divine construct things too, right? Then we'd better hurry. I'm going to protect the Britain I grew up in, and you guys are going to take back the world you grew up in. We need to do this to make those things happen, and now it's time to get to it, that's all. This will be the end of our journey. I'm lucky my pilgrimage has been so much fun. Now come on, Relly, let's head to the site of selection. Besides, it's not every day you get to go to Avalon, so let's make the most of it. Just watch my back until it's over, okay?
Oh, baby girl.
Oh, don't do me like this. Don't do it.
Oh, we're gonna go around the entire perimeter, I guess. Okay.
Man, this sure is a huge flower garden. Couldn't be more different from Britain burning to the ground. So the fact that it's called Land of the Young must mean there's plenty of food to go around, and people have all the time they could want, right? Yeah, makes sense there's no war or animosity here. Not much reason to do anything bad if you don't gotta take anything from anyone to have what you need.
That's true. When you have everything you need, there's no void for you to fill. That's another way this place is very different from the British Lost Belt, which literally had to be built by filling in the sea with the bodies of dead fairies. Speaking of which, this seems like a good time to tell you about what's going on above ground. The prophecy may have said there are 2 calamities, a red one and a black one. Actually, though, there's no limit to the number of calamities. Remember that. New calamities will continue to appear as long as their source remains. The calamities will never go away until Kananos, the being continually punishing the fairies for their sins, is truly vanquished. Furthermore, thanks to Morgan's hard work, fairies born in the land of the Fae can migrate to proper human history. That means the calamities won't be contained to Britain. They'll spread into and then all across the bleached world until nothing remains of proper human history. It would basically be a smaller scale version of the King of Mages' incineration of humanity. So you guys need to defeat every last one of the calamities before that happens.
I see. Then we can't let Kernanos' curse spread any further. We need to stop his calamities while they're still contained in Britain.
Exactly. The calamities burning down Britain right now is actually the great calamity that was supposed to happen 1,000 years ago. Morgan averted that calamity by passing it on to a Fang clan fairy. Bargus, the leader of the Black Dogs, she's not the fairy you knew anymore. She's now burning all of Britain as the Black Calamity, the calamity of the beast. 666. Calamity of the beast.
Bargust, my baby girl.
This was all foreseeable. She was born the child of calamity after all. It was Morgan who sealed that fate away by gifting her a name. She said that as long as Bargus was Gawain, she would never become a mythical hound. But even that could only go so far. Bargus was already at her limit even without you guys defeating her. Honestly, it's impressive she lasted as long as she did. This won't be easy to hear, but you need to understand. Once you get back to the surface, you'll have to fight more than just Kananos. Like I said, we can't afford to let the calamities leave Britain. Letting some fairies migrate to proper human history was a nice idea. Unfortunately, in Bargus's case, that was never an option. Aww. As for the other calamity, Kananos, that one you can fight without having to feel bad or worry. His soul was shattered 14,000 years ago. Now he's just a corpse that's not quite done dying. That said, he's still a very powerful god. His flesh has grown thick enough over those millennia to rival Albion's spirit cavern, and his cursed His curse layer is equivalent to 400 kilometers worth of geological stratum. Jesus. You'll need the God of Wisdom's curse dispelling, all the fighting forces Chaldea can muster, and a divine construct made especially to combat Kananos. Even then, you'll only just be able to scrape by. Thinking about it, you honestly may not stand a chance.
Thanks for the vote of confidence there, Merlin. Can always count on you to get us pepped up and ready to go.
And I can't help you either, since I can't leave this place. The best I can do is show you the way. Oh man, I was really hoping to avoid this story ending in total annihilation.
What? Merlin basically said get ready for the boss gauntlet that will come. Essentially, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I think, I don't know if I still have it set up on Twitch, but I had like a soundboard with a bunch of like dumb stupid sounds that you could play. And I remember setting the Skeletor what as one of them. I love it.
I know, right? If only we had a Godslayer's weapon lying around somewhere.
But we do! We have the perfect trump card for taking on Kernunos. In fact, it'll be a piece of cake. Really? But where is that trump card? It's Muramasa!
Say what?
Come on, don't you remember? You told us you could cut any god you came across.
Oh no. Oh no. This is like when the girl says that her boyfriend is so super good at doing all this shit because he tried to impress her, and now he's got to back up his talk. He's like, oh, baby, but I mean, you know, but I mean, you know, jeez, why'd you gotta do that? Shit. Ah, hydration check. All right.
In fact, you were bragging about how you cut a gigantic one clean in half in that, Olympus place. So there's no reason you can't do the same thing here. And since you didn't do anything noteworthy in Camelot, this will be your chance to clean your name.
Hey, yeah, with Muramasa on our side.
Well, sure, if you really want me to, I can try to cut him down.
You versus the weapon she told you not to worry about. Exactly.
There, see? He can do it. Just goes to show it never hurts to ask.
Sheesh, you're finally letting yourself be selfish, and that's the first thing you say? I said I'd try, okay? Don't get your hopes up. Not sure how much I can do against that thing. Huh? Altria!
Master, Altria just disappeared. Is this one of those checkpoints you mentioned, Merlin?
Yep, this is the first. She's facing her own memories now. And while she's doing that, you guys will have to fight and defeat those.
What the hell? I see we've got Avalon Wyverns.
Close, but no cigar. Now come on, get your head in the game. Those are radical, abstract embodiments of Altria's winter memories. She'll never be able to leave those memories until you defeat them. But they shouldn't pose any major threat to you now that you've come this far. Go on and give them a good thrashing. I'll fight too, of course. It's been ages since I last showed up, after all. Plus, I've been wanting to see how much stronger you and Mash have grown up close and in person.
Alrighty. We'll get ready to witness these hands, Merlin. Alright, so is it just all... It's just all berserkers? Yes, it is. Alrighty then. So... So we just need foreigners. Let's go. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. What is this, Lee? Oh, that's, okay. I was like, wait, what? But I didn't look at her class right there. Okay. So let's see. I guess we could just go for, Alright, who can I find really quickly? Ah! Okay, well, you know what? Let's, actually... So it looks like I can't take, Castoria. Oh no, I'm assuming I can't take her at all. Let me see here. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Oh, is that how we're doing it? Mash, Okay, well, hold. I don't think I have a Buster, a Buster foreigner. Or wait, do I? Is Abby Buster? I think she might be. Yes, she is. Okay. Well, she's single target though. I like how all my foreigners are just lined up right there. Yeah, because we got arts, we got quick, and we got, but you know what? It's been a really long time since I've used Abby, so let's give it a try. Let's give her a try and see what could possibly happen. And then back here, I'll go ahead and put you, and then I'll put you, and then I'll put let's see. Maybe if all else fit, sure, why not? Why not? Let's make it work. Let's make it work. All right, I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. All right, that should do something, maybe. We'll see. Actually, hold. I'm gonna actually do this. There we go. I haven't built her at all, but it's fine. We won't even get back there. We won't even need our backup team here. It'll be a-okay. All right, let's give it a try. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I used Abby. I don't think Abby is considered particularly meta, but hey, it's fine. It's fine. We'll make it work. Oh boy. All right. I was like, that was the reason why I wasn't too keen on using her, because I was like, well, I'm probably gonna need AoE, but no. This is fine. This is fine. We're gonna make this work. Okay. Okay, and then we'll do this. Okay. And then we'll do this. Alright, who's the biggest guy on the prison yard? It's you back there. I see you. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna do that. And then yeah, let's do a brave chain. Why not? I do remember her MP animation is one of my favorites. Yeah. I forgot how much I love her MP animation. It's pretty sick. Yeah, get fucked. Literally, by these tentacles. Oh, you asshole. Really? That's how we're gonna do it? Bastards. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, alright, you know what? We're gonna do a little bit of this here. Okay. Alright, and then we're gonna do this, and then this, and then this. Oh, what the fuck? What was happening there? Okay, hold, we're gonna go over here. Decrease charge by 1. What? Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Arai Project. Appreciate you stopping in. Hope your day is treating you all right. My name's Relikai. I'm a literal random man who plays video games on the internet. Feel free to lurk or chat, whichever one you feel more familiar with or comfortable with. But for the time you decide to stick around, I hope you enjoy yourself. We're just playing a little bit of FGO, trying to make my way eventually with beating Lost Belt 6 in my eternal game of catching up with the main storyline. Let's see, decrease charge by 1, decrease attack for 1 enemy. Well, they don't have charges, but you know what? I'm fine with some attack down for all enemies. Why not? All right. Well, hopefully that ends up bearing fruit at some point. All right, and then we'll do that, and then that, and then that. And because I decided to go ahead and utilize a single target foreigner, we're gonna be here for a hot second, I think. That's where we are. We're in the Garden of Avalon. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Holy crapola, bro. Jeez. Okay, you know what? I am getting a little bit annoyed with these motherfuckers. I think I need to swap Abby out here. Yeah, this is too much. This is too much. Let's get some proper AoE going on here, man. All right, and then we'll do this. Okay. And you know what? You guys just chill for a second, all right? Okay. All right, then we're gonna do. No wait, this one. This one, and then this one. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, come on, girl. We need to get that MP gauge up, please. Like I was. Wait, abuse, discrimination. Oh, I just noticed that their attacks are called like a bunch of things that I'm assuming Altria was probably subjected to throughout her life. Oh, god damn it, man. Okay. Let's see here. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that, and then that. Oh, that's sad. I don't like that. I don't like knowing that she was abused and ridiculed, even though I pretty much already knew that, I'm pretty sure. Stop. Stop. Cease. Wow. They really hate Merlin. Jeez, man. What did you do? Okay, finally. Finally, let's fucking go. Alright. Come on. Let's get some sea stars, why don't we, up in this bitch. Alright, come on, you sexy lady. Oh, that did like nothing. At least that's one more gone. And we got some sea stars going at least. Yeesh. Just calm down, man. Okay. Here, visible, increase MP gauge. Sure, why not? Okay. And then, yeah. Do that, then that, and then that. There we go. We all hate Merlin. Valid, we all hate him. I mean, in a story context, obviously, we still can't get over Merlin in a meta sense. We need to get rid of Merlin for Scotty to come in. Yeah, that is true. But it's fine. It's fine. We're making it work, guys. Okay, we're slowly moseying down the hill. All right, it's all good. It's all fine. Oh, Jacques. Damn it, Mole. God damn, takes it down by 30 fucking %. That is just excessive. That does not need to be the way that it is. Okay. Yeesh. No, that one first. Merlin loses his place in the Buster meta even more every day. Does he? Who's the new Buster meta? Again, the way that I keep myself sane, particularly with playing 3 gacha games like I do, is to no, Abby, you. Oh, you know what? It's fine. Everything is good. Everything is awesome. We love what's happening here. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Oh, it's fine, Abby. I'm happy to see you. For sure. Yeah. Oh, and I guess for anyone who's on Twitch or on YouTube and doesn't know, I am multi-streaming, so that's why if you see me read a message and you're looking in chat like, where the fuck is he reading that? It's because it's in the other chat. I swear, I'm not hearing voices. Okay, let's go. Let's make this happen. Bitch is the Buster meta. Oh, how's it going, Frost? Hope you're doing all right tonight as well. And thank you, Dragony, for the follow. Appreciate it. We're just playing a little bit of FGO here, making my way through Lost Belt 6. Hopefully, maybe I'll be able to finish it by the end of this year. Who knows? We'll see. We forgot Abby was there. We did. All right. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's good. Everything is awesome. We love what's happening here. Okay. All right. We've whittled them down enough. I think it's fine. I think everything's gonna be a-okay. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that. Finally seen the sins of the fairies, huh? Yes. Their sins are that they have just been assholes from the literal beginning. Like, there's apparently never been good fairies, ever. You hate to see it, man. Just as of like 3 minutes ago or so, finished the first story. Oh, it's ages ahead of me? Oh, damn. Are there actual people who are only starting FGO like now? Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, you'll be playing it for a good long while, let me tell you. But hey, I finally met someone who isn't ahead of me in the fucking story. It's crazy, man. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. All right. Balbon was good a long time ago. Well, Balbon was human. That's the key there. All right. Okay, last one. Finally. We're finally making it happen. Okay, let's give Abby a little boost right there. And then you know what? Fuck you. That's right. And we'll give Abby a little brave chain, why don't we? Kiaramon Digivolve to Kilalamon? What's up, Kiara? Hope your night is going well. Hope your weekend has been groovy. Yeah, there we go. Go for it, baby girl. Do what you feel like doing.
開け
And Katsuki, how you doing tonight? That's the reason they hate Castoria. She's a fairy of paradise, aka a place only those free of sin can enter. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right for a bunch of petty bitches. Just unlocked all the pseudo singularities, whatever those are. Oh, so that's the pseudo singularity. God, how far back is that? Was that like Shinjuku and all those shits? Can't remember. Do those before doing the Lost Belts? Nah. Yeah, I mean, if they're still being called singularities, then yeah, that's ancient history. Epic of Remnant. Oh my god. Damn. Yeah, that's a while ago. Sheesh. Oh, I feel older and older with each passing day. Oh, I feel the cold grip of death just squeezing tighter upon my soul. I don't know why, but those things felt really awful to fight. Why do I feel so disgusted after fighting them?
That's not actually all that surprising. Those were Caster's most painful memories given physical form. We have no way of knowing what they are, but by defeating them, we felt some of the same feelings they inspire in her.
Oh dear.
Huh? Where did you all go? You just disappeared on me out of nowhere. I was really worried.
Hey, you disappeared. We've been here fighting off weird Moors and...
Now, Muramasa, all in good time. She has ablutions she needs to perform to enter the site of selection, and we have obstacles to remove.
I did not even know that word existed. And I have a vocabulary that is a little bit more advanced than the average internet user. I would like to believe. I have never heard of ablutions. What the fuck is that? Ablution? A washing or cleansing of the body, especially as part of a religious rite. Oh. Okay. Alrighty then. Good to know.
We only have 3 more of those to go. Let's just take them one at a time. Whatever you have to say can wait until after we've reached the site of selection.
So I don't have to do any fighting this time? Sounds good to me. Come on, let's keep going.
Ellipses. Let's see. Finally have an unbiased true past of Castoria. Yeah. I think his name is Solomon. I don't know. He had like 1.5 HP. I could not have beat his ass if not for Castoria. She carried me the whole way. Oh yeah. Okay. So you've finished off like the first part of the of the game storyline. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. I remember I had to bring myself back to life like 3 times. I was just like, fuck it, just go. Just take all of my sane quartz. Sounds like a pun on illusion. Yeah, a little bit. All right. Yeah, this BGM fucking slaps. I like it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind using it like a 10-hour loop of it for my BGM. That would be like I could fuck with it. I could fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Yeah, it's so good. Jeez. All right. All right. So this will be our last little bit before the end of the stream here. Whenever I close my eyes, this is where I'd be. I'm assuming this is Altria.
It didn't matter if I was awake or asleep. I'd still be shivering from the frigid wind. Howling, howling. Wind strong enough to shatter your ears. With nothing to protect me, my body feels cold as ice.
It's either her or maybe Balbon Sith. Surrounded by pitch darkness with nothing for warmth and no hope of escape. That's how I grew up. It's gotta be Altria.
For me, Britain was pure hell.
Fact, he would turn one noble phantasm that did like 900,000 with damage reduction plus damage cut is insane. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I like the music from the China Lost Belt, especially the Twink Emperor. I cannot remember China at this point. Like, was that the second Lost Belt? God, like, because it takes me like a year to finish these fucking Lost Belts. So, like, hell, I can actually ever remember what it was. CMA Reigns helps so much with Castoria. Yeah, they didn't exist. They weren't in the game when I was when I played that part of the game. So yeah, there was definitely a whole lot of just fuck it, bring me back, man. Spartacus, blow up that meteor. I remember. Not as hype as you know, Orion taking out that whatever it was that he took out. I remember that like being like the most like, let's go.
The prophecy was true. She will be our salvation. She will be our absolution. She is the savior who washed up on our shore, along with the name Altria. May you grow healthy and strong to the age of 16. May the Queen's soldiers never find you. Now go on, hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. Step right on up, folks. Get your savior here. Get your savior Britain here for just one pence. You too could have your entire history and nation saved from absolute eternal hellfire torment. That was how I thought the hell did y'all beat that? Yeah. Orion took out Robot Artemis. Yes, that's right. He took out the sexy space station. Song is listed as Lost Belt 6 map theme 4. Really? Is there a 10-hour loop of it? That's what I'm hoping for. Hurry and greet your 16th birthday. We have complete faith in you, which is why you must give everything you have for us. Mom is sus. I'm not a fan of Mom. A small newborn fairy washed ashore in a boat loaded with all kinds of treasure.
What an incredible stroke of luck. This girl must be the child of prophecy. What a horrible omen. If the High Queen finds out about her, we'll all be done for. That's a really nice, like, picturesque little village there, I will admit. Yeah. I can dig it. I can dig it. Doesn't seem so? Bitches. Every one of them. Can't believe it.
The village fairies' opinions were split right down the middle, but they all agreed on what should be done.
At least the child of prophecy should be useful. We'll raise her ourselves until she turns 16. But she's the fairy of paradise, right? I don't like her. I'm sure she's going to mock us. She doesn't deserve a proper house. What do humans do with creatures like that again? I know, they raise them as livestock. We can make her a lovely little stable. The other villagers will never find out about her if we say we're raising a horse. We can keep the child of prophecy all for ourselves. What? Assholes. Goddamn.
The fairies of Tintagel treated me as a precious resource. I had almost no magical energy, which made them all worry about me.
She can see when anyone lied, but not the ones she told herself. Dang. It's been 4 years since she got here, and she still has barely any magical energy. Poor thing, she may as well be a human. I can't believe she still can't do anything impressive. I'm worried. Will she be able to survive like this? I know, we need to train her. We need to be harder on her, methodical with her. We can't even give her time to sleep. Forgive us, Caster. This is all for your own good. Yeah, definitely her good. The way you are now, you can't even dream of being the child of prophecy, and we don't have any time for dreams. We really need to have her grow at least a little. You can barely tell her apart from a human. No one will believe she's the child of prophecy like this, not even when she turns 16. Who cares if she can defeat the queen or not? All that matters is that she's valuable. It doesn't matter whether she's the real child of prophecy or not. She just has to look the part so we can get rich. Why else would we bother taking in the fairy of paradise? We just have to make sure she doesn't die. We don't have to worry about her running away. She's much too weak to do that. So wait, is this an actual skill that she has? She can actually just see what people's like true intentions or true feelings are? So then, can she see how much of a simp I am?
But the village fairies didn't know that my fey eyes still worked.
Aha! So they did.
However much I wished I couldn't, I always saw the true feelings they kept to themselves.
Dang. Caught in literal 4K.
Deep down they all feared and loathed me. The fairies that feared me believed in the child of prophecy with all their hearts and worked me like a slave. The fairies that loathed me hated the fairy of paradise and abused me without a second thought. Aside from that, all anyone felt for me was indifference. I was considered a precious resource, but treated like I wasn't even there. But I couldn't blame them for that. I more or less knew what my duty was. I was to bring salvation to the fairies of Britain, to free them from their suffering, and to save them in the true sense of the word. Even as a child, I understood that fulfilling my duty would mean the end of Britain as it existed now.
That is what it meant when the fairies deserved what Bargus did to them. Only a handful were ever actually able to be saved. Yeah.
I could deal with the slave driving, the abuse, and the disinterest, because I knew the reasons behind them. But this sound was too much to bear. Asleep or awake, there was never a time I didn't hear it. Howls of deceit, howls of self-interest, howls of selfishness, howls of envy. The sounds I could never shut out. The sounds of the fairies' true feelings.
Found it. It seems someone from Japan posted the extended version of Lost Belt 6 map theme 7. Well, is that the one from Avalon? Or the Garden of Hope?
It was enough to make me lose track of where I was and where I was meant to go. I hear bells ringing. They tell me to go on a pilgrimage to save the fairies.
It is? Ah, shit, let's go.
Honestly, this sound depresses me too. I know it's supposed to be an honorable mission, but how in the world am I supposed to save fairies like that?
God, my throat. Ugh. Gotta wet my whistle right there.
Ha! Yeah! Die! So that's why I'm out in this nearby field again, hard at work on my training. Today's another day of close quarters combat practice with the Staff of Selection, which arrived with me on my boat as a weapon. I can't use anything like Fey domains, so the only thing I can do with a staff is bop people.
Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Boo! Rah-ha!
It was an early afternoon in my 6th year. I had just collapsed from exhaustion. My melee combat training was the only time I had to myself, once the villager keeping an eye on me left, figuring I was too weak and I wouldn't be able to escape anyway. Huh? Then, just as my voice was trailing off...
Gah, that was tasty. The fairies at your place are pretty horrible, you know that?
Huh? Did you just talk, Staff?
No, I'm not the Staff of Selection. I'm just a nosy old busybody. And I just couldn't take how awful Tintagel is anymore, or how sickening it is to see you doing everything they tell you. I just had to say something. Ugh, I swear, I wasn't planning on getting involved, but now I just don't think I have a choice. You just have to look up Kagayale Lost Belt 6, map 7, and it shows up. Aw, snap. I guess I could do that real quick. Let me see here. LB 6th, map 7. Oh shit. Okay, well apparently there's a there's a hour-long loop. I'll see about maybe being able to use that. I remember having one of those toys a long time ago. Good times. Oh, the Bop It? Who could that mysterious voice be? Who could it be? Yeah, it's probably Merlin, right? Oh, yep, there it is.
Listen up, I'm Merlin. Merlin, the Mage of Flowers. I'm going to be your teacher from now on. Don't forget it.
That was how I met Merlin, or at least his voice coming from the staff of selection. That was how I began studying to be a mage.
Yes, there was also a keychain variant as well for that game. I think I remember seeing those. Yeah, like the 5-sided one, you know, where it had like the two handles on it. I just remember as a kid knowing that with the original Bop It, you could sort of cheese it by like holding the twist it part and then having your finger over the Bop It part and then holding the pull part on the other side. So you didn't have to, like, you know, quickly reach for whatever it was. It would just be like, Bop It, and then you press down on the Bop It button and go, twist it, pull it, pew, and then I mean, eventually it got so fast it didn't matter, but you know. Yeah, both the original and the upgraded version. The upgraded version. The Bop It pentagram.
Magecraft? I know about that. Queen Morgan uses that. But what exactly is it?
Oh, this is supposed to be her when she's younger, too.
What exactly are you going to teach me?
What do you mean? Magecraft, of course. Merlin Magecraft. Trust me, it's really something.
Oh, will it let me fly like a bird? Like zoom whoosh pachoo?
Flying. You'd like to fly, huh? That's a pretty tall order for your first spell.
You don't know how to fly? What are you, some kind of quack?
Oh no, I can fly easily. I'm the amazing Merlin. But let's hold off on that one for now. Not even the Wind Clan can fly, after all. The sky is the dragon's domain. Only precious few upper-class fairies can go there. So for your first spell, let's start with something closer to home. Something that'll make your life easier.
Upgrade version had the wheel and the green boingy thingy. Yeah, that was, it was, spin it and flick it, I think. Trained to use magic, born to throw bombs. Yeah. Seems to know a lot about this place. Yeah, weird that, huh?
Tell me, is there anything you could use right now that would make you happy?
Well, I guess I'd like it if nighttime was warmer. My house gets really, really cold. It even freezes over in the winter. I actually lost 2 toes last year because of that.
Hey, yo, what? My girl walking around with 8 toes? What? Excuse me?
I haven't told anyone else, though. It's too embarrassing.
Ellipses.
Got it. I'll start start getting a lesson ready for you right away. Just give me 2 days to find some teaching materials.
Huh?
The power of clairvoyant.
Merlin taught me all sorts of spells. Heating, detection, healing, linguistics, camouflage, lockpicking, stealth attacks, explosives, obstacles. Every time I expressed interest in learning a new spell, he'd say, "Sorry, I can't today. You'll just have to wait until the next lesson." And then we'd make magecraft items together. Those lessons formed the foundation of my Merlin magecraft. Looking back on it, he must have had to change the spells a lot just so I could use them with my tiny pool of magical energy.
That's why people were relieved that she got them back on her summer version. Oh yeah. Yeah, it would be a little bit awkward if she was just running around with 8 toes with her grippers out for everyone to see.
Say, why are you teaching me all this when every British fairy hates me? Because I'm not a British fairy. Sorry, just kidding. The fact is, you are the fairy of paradise, no matter what the fairies of your village think. Eventually, most fairies will come to follow you. When they do, you'll need to be the ideal, no, the kind of savior that everyone dreams of. A fantastical savior. Fantastical? That's right, you'll need to be a character straight out of a children's story.
Lockpicking. Yeah, he apparently taught her some lockpicking. I guess that is part of being the most fantastical character that anyone could ever imagine.
Everyone has different fantasies. Some want a strong king, some a kind king, some a scary king, and so on. Your job is to be able to be all of those things. You'll need to inspire hopes and dreams, or rather bring them all together. Everything wants something different, so a single name would only get in the way. That's why you need to be a nameless king, someone who stands at the edge of the world rather than its center, and serves as a beacon of hope for others just by virtue of existing, glowing starlight shining with possibilities. That's the kind of king I'd like you to become. The kind that can inspire people from atop castle walls, no matter the time or place. Can I really be all that and a bag of chips?
Sure you can. It might be impossible in reality, but anything's possible in fantasy. And people have always had a way of making fantasy become reality. That's why futures we thought we could only dream of eventually stop being dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams, Altria. Just do it.
Oh, it keeps going and going and going.
Merlin was very talkative and a lot of fun to be around, but that only lasted for a year. A fairy girl saw me laughing in the field and reported me to the village elder, who responded by taking away the staff of selection until I turned 16 and set out on my journey. What the fuck? Stupid bitch. From then on, every day was more painful than the last. That's the end of my winter memories.
Yeah, we hate the fairies. All my homies hate fairies. Since it's been a year and a half since you started, basically, back then, the moment we met Oberon, Castoria heard his voice and immediately said Merlin. Magi Mari my Oshi. Hey, we didn't have a BlueStacks moment when we switched over to the new refresh. Alrighty. Don't worry, baby girl. You don't have to be scared. Yep, it's just me. Alright. Imagine listening to Merlin's tangent for a whole year non-stop. Such pain. I know, right? Alright. Okay. I say we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call it there for the evening. I really thought we were going to almost be done with the Lost Belt, but at the same time, yeah, we still have like Balban Sith, we still have Melusine, we still technically have Bargus because we didn't beat her. So yeah, there was like half of me that thought like section 28 was going to be the last section, but I was also like, there's still a lot of story that needs to be wrapped up. So yeah, we gotta see how that goes. Oh, also, hold on. Let me see here real quick. Is there a way to make the emotes like larger? Let's see. Maybe the that's fine, I guess. Okay. Maybe like a little bigger. Okay. So it is BlueStacks doing it on purpose. It likely is. I definitely feel very specifically attacked whenever it does that type of shit. Lost belts always take longer than expected to complete. Soft key always cooks up more than you think it would. But all right, guys. Yeah. So we'll be continuing on with FGO next week. All right, I want to thank anyone that decided to stop in to check out the stream, even for just a minute or two. Always appreciate it, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Genshin, and we're going to be doing the Inefa story event, whatever that is. I don't think we're going to be finishing it, because I think it only goes for, like, maybe another, like, 5 days or something like that. And so, unless we can wrap it up, like, in one stream, then we'd have to wait for next week in order to finish it off. So we'll play as much as we can of it and see what's up with her. But if we can't finish it, then that'll just be the way it is then. So if you want to know when that'll be happening, go ahead and follow my Blue Sky, or subscribe or follow, I guess, on Twitch. And then you'll know when we go live. But for tonight, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. That's the extra rewards for finishing Inefa story. For the... Okay, so the rewards go away, but you can still do the storyline. Okay, then cool. Then we'll just do that for the next couple of streams then. I think you need 2 or 3 more streams before the end of the patch. I see. Gotcha. Alrighty, cool beans. So yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. Alright, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, or a good morning, wherever it might be for you. And with any luck, I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.